Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Xuanhuan Town. In a very spacious hall, around the hall, there are all the shopkeepers of Xuanhuan Town and the children of Xuanhuan family. All of them are quietly looking at a tall platform in the north of the hall. A handsome man in white is talking. I've said so much. Do you understand what I just said? The man in white looked at Man Dian and said with a smile. Master Wang, we all know what you said, but we are still worried. Why do you want our money when you are so rich? A man sitting below worried. Money. Who can be too many? With more money, I can do bigger things. With more money, I ask more powerful alchemists to refine better pills and sell them. I ask more powerful alchemists to forge better magic weapons and sell them. Which one of you thinks that Guan Qi has made a loss? The man in white said laughably. No, the Wangs have never been to Xuanhuan Town, and the money from Xuanhuan Town keeps flowing into your Wangs. How can the Wangs do business at a loss? A group of people immediately said with a smile. What are you worried about? I'm afraid Wang can cheat you out of money. Wang laughs. Then how? How can you say that your Wang family is one of the 4 Xuanhuan families in Xuanhuan Town? They have a lot of money. Most of the shops in Xuanhuan Town have shares of your Wang family. How can they care about our money? Before that man immediately laughs away. The atmosphere in the hall also eased a lot. Now, 100,000 mountains are more and more dangerous, and it's more and more difficult to find the elixir and the stone. You said that my king has a way to make money, and you wanted to give me some advice. I thought that they were all from Xuanhuan Town. I held this meeting to show you a clear way. How? What else do you want to ask? Wang Qi frowned. Master Wang, what you said is true. As long as we buy your financial products, there will be 20% interest every year. A man in gray expected. Of course, my Wang family has not been in Xuanhuan Town for 1 or 2 years. They have a huge industry. They have signed a contract in black and white, and they can still cheat. Wang Qi's face turned pale. No, of course we believe in the Wang family. It's just that we've never been there before. We're a little excited for a while. The man in gray said with a smile. With the promise of the king, we naturally believe it. Although we also cultivate immortals, we can't compare with the disciples of the major immortal sects. They have countless resources and auras. We have to fight for the resources of cultivating immortals by ourselves. There are many miraculous medicines in the 100,000 mountains, but they are all guarded by monsters. If we want to pull out teeth, we are all risking our lives. In this chaotic 100,000 mountains, there are often murders and pirated goods, fighting for some resources, often life and death are opposite. If you are careless, you will die. It's too difficult for me to wait for practice. Another man in red said bitterly. Yes, the master of the Wang family is a good man. Let's sit at home and make money. The Wangs have said that you don't manage money, and the money doesn't care about you. If you cover your money bag every day, it will be less and less, or the Wangs have given us a way to manage money. Yes, Master Wang, I bought your financial product. I bought it, too. 20% interest a year. Every time I shut up for a year, doesn't it mean that once I shut up, my soul stone will increase by 20%? In the hall crowd, it seems that there are some people constantly setting off the atmosphere, making the original audience gradually become enthusiastic. I've already said what I should say. If you want to buy it, go to the front office of my Wang family and sign for it. The first batch of financial products, limited quantity. Please help yourself, everyone, Wang laughingly said. Anteroom. Where to pay? I'll give you 50 gene spirit stone. The previous man in gray immediately ran out of the hall. Shopkeeper Zhang, please wait for me and leave me some financial products. The quantity is limited. Don't buy them all for me. Another man in red ran out. Wait, leave some for me. I want it all. Just now, the hall was still very noisy. In a twinkling of an eye, a group of people rushed to buy the financial products issued by the Wang family. In the hall, only satisfied Wang Qi and a group of Wang's children were left. See. Financial products are sold in this way. In addition to Xuanhuan town, other fairy towns just follow suit. Wang Qi picked up the tea from his subordinates and said, "Master, are these people really willing to buy that piece of paper with a large number of spirit stones? It's easy to make money, isn't it? Master, why didn't we use it before?" A subordinate said in surprise. Wang Qi glanced at him. "What do you know? My Wang family is not firmly established in Xuanhuan town and has sufficient reputation. Who will believe this financial product? And what did I tell you before? Can't be a trust. If I hadn't controlled it well just now, you would have messed up this mobilization meeting." Wang Qi said in a deep voice. "My subordinates are derelict in their duties." The subordinate immediately bowed his head to admit his mistake. "Forget it, this financial product is only my first use. It's good to be able to do this. By the way, have you screened the people you want to screen?" Wang Qi looks at the subordinate. "Master, don't worry. Most of the people invited today are for the rich and the unrighteous. If I didn't let them participate, I would deliberately make it difficult for them to buy." The subordinate said respectfully. "That's good. I, Wang Qi, only earn the unjust wealth of the unjust." Wang Qi took a sip of tea and said with satisfaction. "But, master, they can exchange this financial product at any time. What if they want to exchange it?" The subordinate worried. "Then let them exchange it. Have you forgotten the Guan of my Wang family in Xuanhuan town? Reputation, in Xuanhuan town, we are reputation." Wang Qi said in a deep voice. "Ah. If you cheat them out of your ability, you have to pay them back. How can they withdraw more money to buy financial products if they don't exchange it to them?" Wang Qi calmed down. "Ah. Oh, when the snow washes the lingsher in Xuanhuan town, our Wangs will leave immediately." Wang Qi took a deep breath and said. "Leave Xuanhuan town? That's a pity. We've been here for 10 years. Big interest, big risk. Now we are in urgent need of spirit stone. This time, the snow will wash all the immortal towns, which will be enough to fill our holes." Wang Qi said in a deep voice. "Master, are you so powerful that you don't have the means to stay? It's a pity to walk like this." That subordinate is still a little reluctant. "Yes, open a bank, sell insurance." Wang Qi deep suction airway. "Ah. Bank. Insurance. What's that?" The subordinate said blankly. Wang Qi sighed. "Forget it, don't think about it for the time being. There is no powerful backstage. Now, even if we do it, we will only pick peaches for others. Banking, insurance, etc. When the time comes, I will teach you to do it. Your task now is to sell our financial products well, clean up the unjust gains of the big immortal towns, and strengthen us. I'll talk about it later." "Yes," the subordinate answered. "Xuanhuan town is just the beginning. Next, other towns are up to you." Wang Qi stared at his subordinates and said in a deep voice. "Don't worry, master." The subordinate said respectfully. "Well. Go down." Wang Qi leaned back on the chair with satisfaction. Yes, the subordinate asked to step down, but at this moment, another subordinate ran into the hall. "Master, there's a man outside the door. He says he's your best friend and wants to see you." The subordinate said respectfully. "How can I have a best friend? What does it look like?" Wang Qi brows a pick, revealing a color of doubt. "What do you look like?" "He is a little fat, dressed in a black Confucian robe, holding a folding fan in his hand. He can't see the depth of his cultivation, but he has some. The man didn't know how to describe it for a moment, however. Wang could seem to guess who it was, and his face changed. Face, isn't it very obscene? Ah, yes, a little bit. The subordinate said strangely, but Wang Ke's face sank and he stood up immediately. How can you find this shameless old man here? Before Wang Ke finished, he saw a fat man in a black robe and suddenly burst into the hall. Ah, Brother Wang, I knew you were here. You can make me easy to find. The man in black immediately warmly welcomed Wang Ke. Behind him, the two sons of the Wang family rushed over and said bitterly, Master, we can't stop him. But Wang Ke waved his hand as if he had expected. Well, it's none of your business. You all go down. Yes, the sons of the kings left the hall with a blank face. Brother Wang, you are really comfortable now. You are not comfortable living here. Why didn't you tell me when you moved last time? I've been looking for you for 10 years. The man in black came up with a smile. Wang Ke looked at the man in black, his face sank. Zhang Jingdao, you're a dog nose, I'm so hiding from you, can you still find me? Brother Wang, why are you so cruel to me every time? Do you know that without you for the past 10 years, I have always had trouble sleeping and eating, and I miss you every day? Zhang Jingdao immediately came forward with a cheap smile. Go away, don't you hurt me enough. Last time, I've had a lot of bad luck. You're fast. Wang Ke stares. Last time. You can't blame me last time. We went to dig the ancestral grave of the Demon King. It was originally a matter of immorality. It's normal for us to have some bad luck. Don't you also get a lot of benefits? Zhang Jingdao said with a smile. It's not that you haven't inquired about the situation. Wang Ke stares. Well, I'm not to blame. I'm also a victim. I wasted a lot of magic weapons and spirit stones, and finally I didn't get anything. You don't know, I didn't dare go out to touch porcelain in the past 10 years without you. Brother Wang, you have great talent. It's too humble to stay in this little Xuanhuan town every day. Why don't we go out and do it again? Zhang Jingdao put Jingguang in his small eyes. Do you want me to help you to continue to find someone to touch porcelain? Wang Ke said with a black face, what is touch? We are robbing the rich to help the poor. You see, I'm poor. Besides, you call me poor every day. We are really poor. We need those who give generously to the rich and the inhumane. I'm shameless enough for your quick brain. We'll be invincible if we cooperate. Zhang Jingdao said with proud excitement. Wang Ke squinted at his shameless face and was not moved at all. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.